quick intro here. Colby's the man. We met probably 5-6 months ago-ish. We started doing jiu-jitsu at Easton Holler, Jiu-Jitsu Easton. Just kind of bonded, realized we do much the same thing in similar fields. Just learned he's an incredible human being, just inspiration, father, husband, man, and even more so, he's great at doing wellness and coaching wellness and what he teaches. If anyone knows me, I don't throw that around lightly. I'm very picky with who I co-sign on that stuff, and there's not a lot of people doing it the right way. This man is doing it the absolute right way. So to have him on here and hear what he has to say about life and what he teaches is just an absolute honor. And so with that, Colby, what's up, brother? Tell the crew about you.
I don't know if I can follow up that introduction.
You got it, no problem.
Most of that I think was true. Some of it might have been,
Well,
it was good, man. Listen, dude, I think that you've got an incredible story. And when I first met you, your energy was like infectious. Your positive attitude, man. Like jiu-jitsu came into my life at a time when I really needed it. You came into my life at a time when I really needed it. I don't know if I ever told you this. So we had a good friend of ours, Jay and Charlene Godet. Dr. Godet, Charlene, is a neurologist. And anyways, they moved away, and her husband Jay was like my best friend. He just fit in to this phase of my life when I really needed that.
Right.
And then he moved away, and life was like this weird transition. And then I don't know, man. I just didn't have that close relationship with a lot of, I've got my circle and my clients and stuff like that, man. But you came into that spot, man, and it's just been awesome. So we'll go.
Slide in.
You're like the dude I can always count on when I want to go roll or like go grab a beer, do some jiu-jitsu, just talk about life. So I want you to know the feeling's mutual. Man.
Man.
I'm very honored to
appreciate that.
To share a little time with you.
I appreciate it. And I think that's one of the things that actually, one of the many that drew us together is that we have expressed our gratitude for one another when we realized, wow, you're a good dude. You're a good person, vice versa. And we've both said the people who we hang around with are huge, right? And where we put our energy. And we've talked about it. It's like, man, find the right people in the right place to put your energy. And I think it was pretty right on that we both were like, man, this is a good dude to put some energy into and develop our relationship and friendship.
I caught you, I feel like, at the tail end of one journey, but like the launching pad of this next thing.
Dude, 100%.
So for the longest time, before the Lyfe Cast was a thing, Lennon was talking about this. Like, to the point where it was annoying. I finally had to tell him that Lennon, like, shit or get off the pot, bro, because you have so much value to share. And your perspective of the world, like, the world needs to hear it. And so I remember we were drinking some brewskis up there.
Right across the street, basically.
In Old Town.
Old Town.
Yep. And
I'll remember this day for the rest of my life.
Dude, and it was awesome. And you just needed to do it. What you needed was just that little bit of reassurance, that little push,
right,
and a friendly brotherly call out.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, bro, you've said this all the time, but it's time to do it. So, and it is, man. And I think the older that I'm realizing as I grow older and wiser, I have the gray hairs to prove it. I am so much more picky. Yeah, man.
I can see those, bro.
I'm so much more picky about where my time goes, the people I spend my time with, the activities that I do, the activities I invest in, and you passed the test.
I appreciate that.
You passed the test.
It's interesting. You said it right on you caught me right at a transition from like coming out of the back end of a divorce and something that's literally the hardest time of my life. And jiu-jitsu was like when that happened, it was like, where'd my family go? Like, I don't have kids or anything, but you still have a family, you know what I mean? Pets, and it's like, oh my God, my family is gone.
What's up?
Yeah, it's crazy. You can't really explain it unless you go through it, unfortunately. But for me, if I'm being super real, it was like the table got pulled out from under me, or my feet. It was a punch in the gut. Like, however you want to look at it, like it just set me for a loop. Like how do I say this? I don't want to put it bad. Like, my family.
Let's be real, bro.
That's
the best way.
But my family's everything, and I wanted so bad to try to continue that family and make that family work, and it didn't end up happening. I invested a lot into that, so when I found out that it was not going to continue, it was almost like, to go to a jiu-jitsu analogy, like I felt like I was just getting crushed, and I got up and I was like dead tired and hurting, right? And like I even got my shoulder ripped off or something, but there's also this sense of like relief of depression, if that makes sense. And so you caught me at a time where I got out, I was hurting, but I found jiu-jitsu, and that was part of my recovery and getting a new family, if you will, you know?
Dude, absolutely.
And Easton, just the way they do it, especially where we go in Urbana, is just a whole different ball game of family.